Hey guys, this is day 6 of our ACT math practice. Hopefully by now you know the drill, so we're going to do the next 3 problems. Let's get started right now. Question number 1. If Janet is 2 years older than her brother Tim and Andrew is 5 years older than Janet and the sum of all 3 of their ages is 42, then how old is Tim? Let's solve this problem by back solving. So we'll take the middle answer choice, which in this case is 13. So we have 5 and 11 that are smaller than 13, 18 and 45 that are bigger. And let's try this. Let's say that we're assuming that Tim is 13 years old. Okay, so if Tim is 13, Janet is 2 years older than her brother Tim. That means Janet would have to be 15. And then Andrew is 5 years older than Janet, which means Andrew would be 20. So then the sum of the ages would be, that's 48. And we're looking for 42. This is too big, so then this would not be the answer. And anything bigger than that wouldn't be the answer either. So then we're looking at 5 and 11. It's probably going to be 11 because 48 is not too much bigger than 42, but let's just try it. So we have Janet, Tim, and Andrew. If Tim is 11, that means Janet is 13 and Andrew is 18. If we add these up, we get 42. So E is our answer. Now we could have set up some equations and done some algebra. For instance, we could have said that J is T plus 2, and then A is J plus 5, and then we could have said A plus J plus T has to be 42. So we'd have these 3 different equations, and we can manipulate and solve for them and get all 3 of them. But this is a much faster way, just back solving, starting with the middle answer choice and then doing process of elimination, seeing that we only have 2 left. This one is the more reasonable answer. We try it and it works, so that's our answer. Question number 2, if x equals 3z and z equals 2y, then x equals, I'm going to write these out. And you can see here that we can do some substitution. Z is 2y, so we can put 2y into that z. So that would be x equals 3 times 2y, which is 6y. X equals 6y. D is our answer. This is probably the fastest way to do this. We're doing substitution. It's only really one step, and we get to the right answer. Question number 3. Tina made $121 this week for working 22 hours. How much will she make next week if she gets paid at the same rate but only works 14 hours? Let's set up a proportion. We have $121 that she made working 22 hours. And we want to see how much money she'll make, we'll call that X, if she only works 14 hours the following week if she's getting paid at the same rate. Now we're going to cross multiply and solve for X, but before we do that, we want to guesstimate, we want to approximate what we think this is going to be and do some process of elimination. So going from 22 hours to 14 hours, that's almost a reduction by almost 50%, right? 50% would be 11 hours. So then we're looking at a sum or a number that is a little bit more than 50% of 121. 121 divided by 2 is roughly 60. So we want a number that's a little bit more than $60. Let's look at the answer choices. This is too big. This might be it. This might be it. Too big. This is too small. So we have 77 and 64.50. Now, it's a little bit bigger than 60, but I think $4.50 would be too small, since that's only $4.50 more than 60, whereas here, this is going to be three hours more than half of 22. So you're not going to make $4.50 in 3 hours. So it's probably going to be 77. Let's just do the cross multiplication. That's 121 times 14 equals 22x. Now I didn't calculate this out because what I want to do is put the 22 here and then do some reducing and then see if I can do some easier math in my head. So I see here that these can be divided by 2. So that would be 7 and that would be 11. And I can see here that this is really 11 times 11. So that reduces to 11, that reduces to 1. So that's 11 times 7. So x is 77. B is our answer. All right, that is it for day 6. Again, I hope that it was helpful. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.